issues of local and global concern. The year-end closing Gong ceremony is reserved for distinguished individuals and organizations who have made significant impact in the society during the year under review. This afternoon, I am delighted to welcome the Honourable Minister of State for Environment, Her Excellency Chief Sharon Ikeazo, who joins me today to officially bring trading activities for 2021 to a close. This year has been a momentous year for the Nigerian capital markets, particularly for us at the Nigerian Exchange Limited. Despite the challenges of the COVID-19 pandemic, we continue to deliver a more scalable and efficient business platform to raise capital and to invest. Throughout the year, we focused on operational resilience, managing market risk, and providing high-value services, all of which have ensured continuity of service to our stakeholders. Amidst the headwinds from the COVID-19 pandemic, the market capitalization of all securities listed on the exchange maintained an upward trajectory as we saw a close to 10% increase in the market cap from 38.5 trillion naira at the end of 2020 to 41.5 trillion naira as at December 30th, 2021. At NGX, we recognize the critical need to drive sustainable finance as a tool to accelerate progress towards the achievement of the Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, and to combat climate change as enshrined in the Paris Agreement on Climate Change. Consequently, we remain resolute in our commitment to fostering the growth of long-term sustainable finance. We at NGX will continue to develop and promote sustainable financial products that integrate environmental and social risks and opportunities into the investment decision-making process as we look to facilitate the reallocation of capital for long-term impact. NGX has a demonstrable record of leading the development of sustainable financial instruments over the years. In 2016, NGX collaborated with the Ministry of Environment and the Debt Management Office to develop the green bond market. This collaborative effort led to the issuance of the maiden 10.69 billion naira, 13.48% 5-year FGN green bonds in 2017 to fund a range of green projects. The Series 2 15 billion naira bond was issued in June 2019 and was well oversubscribed. These sovereign issuances paved the way for the issuance of corporate green bonds, including Access Bank's issuance of a 15 billion naira 5-year fixed-rate senior unsecured green bond, and North-South Power Company's issuance of an 8.5 billion naira 15-year guaranteed fixed-rate senior green infrastructure bond, and 6.3 billion naira 10-year fixed-rate green bond as well. These follow-on issuances have further increased the investable instruments and deepened the Nigerian green bond market. It is noteworthy that the size of the green bond market is currently 55 billion naira. That's about $135 million. In 2017, NGX played host to a conference on sovereign green bonds, which served as a strategic engagement between the federal government and the financial market players on the prospects of investing in sustainable development. In keeping with this tradition, we recently collaborated with the International Finance Corporation, the IFC, and the Climate Bonds Initiative, CBI, to host a 2-day deep dive on the issuance of green, social, and sustainable bonds. Given the critical role that the Federal Ministry of Environment has played in successful interventions intended to mitigate climate change and increase resilience to avert the excruciating consequences of climate change, we are pleased to honor Chief Sharon Ikeazo for her exemplary leadership. We look forward to deepening the collaboration between the NGX and her ministry. Forging ahead, we will continue to leverage available frameworks and partnerships in line with global best practices as we continue to facilitate and to engage key market stakeholders to deepen the sustainable finance markets in Nigeria and in Africa at large. We congratulate Chief Shani Keazo and the Federal Ministry of Environment on the successful flag off of Nigeria's decarbonization project, and we assure Her Excellency of our unwavering support in facilitating the necessary finance needed to achieve Nigeria's energy transition in line with our countrywide net zero emission targets. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to now invite the Minister of State for Environment, Her Excellency, Chief Sharon Ikeazo, to deliver her remarks. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Timi Kupola, for your kind introduction and also the invitation to sound the digital closing gong of NEX today, marking the end of our trading year. The collaborative effort of NGX provides an enormous platform for investors to improve their understanding of climate change and crucially play their part in transitioning the Nigerian economy towards a sustainable net zero future. Nigeria has continued to show commitment towards the attainment of the goals of the Paris Agreement on climate change, with our revision of our nationally determined contributions pre-COP26, and also the recent assent of the climate change bill by Mr. President. The climate change bill provides, amongst other things, the mainstreaming of climate change actions in the country and the establishment of a National Council on Climate Change to be chaired by Mr. President. The Federal Ministry of Environment clearly recognizes the need to establish the necessary policies that will enable Nigeria to have in place all appropriate environmental governance structures that we need, and at the same time reduce our carbon emission and enhance our energy resources efficiently, and also prevent the loss of biodiversity in the ecosystem. We at the Ministry of Environment recently launched the Nigeria Decarbonization Project as part of our emission reduction plan. The DPP is the first of its kind in West Africa. It's a national research and capacity building project designed to reinforce the capacity of local teams of experts and researchers for the scientific analysis of low emission development pathways. No country can say it's committed to tackling climate change without a legal framework for doing so. So by taking the steps Nigeria has taken, we have made it clear made very clear in a loud voice our ambitions. So what follows for us all is to work together as a people to ensure that the good fruits innate in the act, in the Climate Change Act, are harvested for the good of the country. And I do hope there will be a continuous collaboration between Nigerian Exchange Limited and the Federal Ministry of Environment for us to build a framework that would help issuers navigate climate disclosure, associated engagements with their shareholders, and ultimately improve on the climate data available to the investment and finance community. So partnership with NGX will provide investors with important new tools to enable us have a capital reallocation. So once more, I wish to extend my appreciation to the management of Nigerian Exchange Limited for the invitation and to the audience for listening in. I wish you all a very safe and a happy new year. And I look forward to the third issuance of the green bonds. Thank you very much for your kind attention.
Thank you very much for your very wonderful remarks. And we do also look forward to the third issuance at the exchange. Thank you. May I now invite, please, the doyen of the market to make very few remarks, please, before we close the market. Thank you. We have the doyen available.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Kupola. On behalf of the Nigerian stockbroking community and the NGL's management, it is indeed my pleasure to welcome the Honourable Minister and our team from the Federal Ministry of Environment, and to thank the team for attending today's closing gong. Today's closing gong is an important and memorable one because it is marking the end of our trading activities for the year 2020. I also, in doing that, want to commend the Honourable Minister and our Ministry of Environment for successful intervention intended to mitigate climate changes and increase resistance to avert the excruciating consequences of climate changes. I want to ask the Honourable Minister to work closely with the stockbroking community and the management of NGS to ensure that we have in the year 2021 a very active carbon trading activities on the Nigerian exchange platform. We believe Nigeria is overripe to be a major participant in this area. And this we can achieve with collaboration both with the ministry and the Nigerian Stock Exchange. The broking community has positioned itself a long time ago with the hope that carbon trading will become active on Nigerian platform. I want to commend the ministry for its commitment to the promoting of sustainable finance, and I want to extend the appreciation of the stockbroking community to the ministry for encouragement in joining today's event. I want to ask the ministry to please continue to collaborate with the management of NGS and the stockbroking community to explore the opportunities that the Nigerian economy and the capital market present for the people of Nigeria. I want to thank you for coming. I want to thank your team. And I want to thank the management of the exchange for ending this year with your invitation as the Minister for Environment. We believe also, being from the environment, you will create the enabling environment for the year 2021 and 2022, so that can be a prosperous and profitable business year for both the community, NGS, and the Ministry of Environment and Nigerian people in general. Thank you very much. God bless you. Happy New Year in advance.
Diane, thank you very much for your remarks. They are very well received. I see that we have just a few seconds before we close the market. Honorable Minister, I should just stress again how delighted we are that you have joined us. For me personally, it's my first December in the role. So you are the first, person closing the market under my sort of watch, and it certainly gives me a lot of personal joy as well. So thank you again very much for being with us. I just ask that we pause for about 10 seconds before we sound the closing gong, after which we will then bring the market trading to a close. Thank you very much. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, that familiar sound is what you would have heard if we were physically on the floor of the exchange for trading. We're thankful for technology that allows us to be able to still observe this. Thank you again very much, Your Excellency, for joining us. I want to use this opportunity to wish you a very safe end to the year. And to everyone who's joined us today, to wish you also a safe end to the year, a prosperous new year, one that we enjoy in good health and in prosperity for our markets. With that, we'll bring this event to a close, and thank you all very much for joining us. Thank you.
Thank you. Happy New Year, everyone.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Boss.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.